shades, too much I could barely see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks? Who want too close? Give me
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He's got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Niner 1st down. Garoppolo to Garçon.
But it appears that they read man defense. Went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there, but there's... Be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A toss play to Hunt. The strong running. Still on his feet. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go now. Green.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. 56, Mike, 56, right there.
Mahomes going to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ace, ace. 56, Mike, 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helping them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Caught left side, Garcon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ready, green, 90.
They run with Hunt, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Let's run.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garçon, 58 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out come the Chiefs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the run, this is Hunt. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demetrius Harris, 60 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong, Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here we go now.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Kelsey imposing as well. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Mahomes. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace, ace.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Whoosh. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now running right through it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and get...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll run it here with Hunt. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go now. Green 90.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word.
Now the ball comes loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Garoppolo now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now to the right side, caught by Salah. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Pierre Garcon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green.
Here's Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Ace, ace.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. To throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Yet again, Pierre Garçon and company gearing up to take the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization. Because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talent. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Give the ball to the right people. Get out of bounds and get it downfield and try and score.
And he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got room. He's at the 30. 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has turned out to be, and what a touchdown right there.
How about when scheme and talent match up? Because they absolutely had to have that. When they had to find their way into the end zone to take the lead, they get it to their wide receiver. He gets that done for them. And now they get to look at their defense and say, guys, make it stand up.
Now, that's the only way it would have been more ideal is if you put it in the end zone with 1 second or 0 seconds on the clock, but beggars can't be choosers.
Not at all. And whose heart wants to deal with that anyway? Go ahead and score while you've got the opportunity.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That one complete to Hill. Look at the spin. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What it looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Mahomes to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Like 80!
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's good one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, what a move. One final try from Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I think it's my fault. For real. Get the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED, look at the light.